What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, we're gonna try to get through this because I am tired. I just did not want to. I just got off of work. Literally just got off of work. Came home. I fixed me some food, but I haven't even eaten it yet. So I just said, let me knock this video out because I don't want them to wait. I know, because the schedule kind of fucked up. I usually had time to do stuff on Wednesday night and get the video out on Thursday morning, but we're going back to, I guess, filming on Thursdays and getting it out Thursday, no later than Friday morning, but hopefully just Thursday. So please bear with me. I apologize, but let's just get into this video. So first thing we're gonna talk about, fuck all the pleasantries and shit like that. I really do hope everybody is doing well. The first thing I want to talk about, speaking of that, because somebody said, what's some advice to give to some college freshmen? School is about to start for a lot of the students that's, entering college or continuing college. And, it's an exciting time and it's probably very nerve wracking. You're in a different environment, you're getting more responsibilities, okay, because now you're in the real world somewhat, because you're taking these classes and you have to be responsible for these classes. There is no, have my mama call and I'm calling you for detention, or, my mama's supposed to have did this. You have to take these responsibilities to make sure you have your books, to make sure you have your classes in order, to make sure that you do your work, to make sure that you have a way to pay for, certain things that you probably need, your supplies. And let me tell you something. If you have any suggestions for where to get some school books from, places, please put it down in the comment section for some of these kids, because college is a ripoff. I'm gonna just tell y'all that college is very beneficial to some people, but it also is a ripoff to a lot of us, to basically everyone. You literally are paying $200+ for a fucking school textbook, and you probably taking at least 6 classes, okay? And imagine paying that much for the fucking textbook, bitch. And don't let that not be included in your financial aid. You have to understand and go through, I hope you talk to your guidance counselor when you was in high school, or somebody was there to help explain how FAFSA works and financial aid, and make sure you utilize your counselor at your school too, where you're at, okay? Don't sit there looking dumb because you don't know what's going on, or you thought that the financial aid came in, because some of these schools, they are not going to, make any exceptions or anything like that. Okay, so you need to stay on top of it. When you get in college, it is giving you the opportunity to act like an adult. Okay, this is your responsibility to stay on top of everything. That is the main thing about the whole college experience when you first come in. It can be a little intimidating, but it also can be fun. Okay, like I said, with these college textbooks and stuff like that, check out ebay.com, okay? Because I don't want y'all checks, CHEGG. Damn, it was another one. If y'all got some other companies that y'all can look at, that can rent textbooks and take them out and bring them back, check your bookstore and see if they have something where you can rent the books and then bring them back, so you won't have to pay full price. If you have student discounts on certain things, put down in the comments if you have some good sites where you can rent books and do that stuff for half off or whatever, to help these kids. Because baby, it took me till my sophomore year to find out what check was, and I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I was so glad I had a job to pay for that shit. The majority of my checks went to getting textbooks, and I went to a quarter school. Okay, meaning that there were was it 3 quarters? Did we had Yeah, we had 3 quarters. Okay, we had 10 weeks, 3 quarters. That's what we had. We didn't have the semester school. We had quarter schools. Could have been 4. Bitch, I don't remember, but I just know it was 10 weeks. So yeah, you go. And you have to get books for all those classes, and you spend a hell of a lot of money. Plus, you have to spend money for yourself if you're not living at home, and if you're living on campus as well. Even if you have a scholarship that covers some things, you still want to have some extra spending money to go out and do some things. And please stay up on top of your studies, okay? Don't slack off. Don't get into school and get into this mode where, oh, I ain't got to do shit. You do have to do shit because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass later down the road, okay? Go ahead and get your shit out the way right now so that you can probably won't have to take that many classes by the time you become a senior or whatever. And you could graduate early. You just never know. But when you get all that out the way and you figure out a system to help that, just remember that it's, find your niche. You ain't got to come into college trying to be like everybody else. College, university, whichever one you going to, trade school, whatever. You ain't got to come in trying to be like everybody else. Be yourself. You will guarantee to find somebody that's going to gravitate towards you, towards your energy, have similar personalities, and, have fun also. You can have a study. Don't be all study, 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 and work, 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 but no play. Because, bitch, that's going to get tired. That's going to run your ass down. We need a release, okay? If you that type of person that's athletic, or you're the type of person that like to you don't really want to talk, or you're trying to break out your shell, look and see if they have some little clubs or something that you can join or whatever that can help with your little social life, things of that such. But you have to have an even balance of being social and also staying up on your academics. So to the girl, the viewer who asked questions on that, I'm glad that you put that out there, because this is a time, and I do have a lot of young followers who either are starting college or going back to college, and that can be, if y'all got some advice, put it down in the comments, share your experiences too, okay? But for real, stay up on that goddamn financial aid, all right? Speaking of more schools, let's just talk about LeBron James. Let's just give him a congratulations, because LeBron James said he was going to put this school up, and he actually did it. It's the I Promise School. I think it's a public school in Akron, Ohio, and basically it's free, okay? Free lunches, free, that's about everything, and it's for the kids, for the inner city youth, and at-risk youth and everything. And first of all, the inside of the building is beautiful, okay? And I'm just proud to see that we have people who are actually putting their money to good use. And granted, they don't have to, but he's putting his money to good use, and I am so proud of him for doing that. There is no hate. I don't understand if you hate on this man for doing what he's doing. Something is actually wrong with you, regardless of, oh, I don't like LeBron because he on this team or he this and that. No, just look at the good deed that he's doing for the community. We actually have a black man that is stepping out and helping the people of his community, regardless of where he's going. He never forgets where he comes from, so I applaud him for that. That it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. Speaking on some other people that's making some strides, okay? Let's throw this bitch up in here for a second. Beyonce. Beyonce is, I'm not into the fashion shit. I don't look at magazines. If it ain't Essence, if it ain't Ebony, I don't look at it. Probably a Vibe magazine when they were out. I don't even know if do Vibe still come out? Probably not. Maybe a hip hop magazine here and there if it has somebody on there that I want to look at and read the article. And 9 out of 10, I find the article online and read it. I will never buy the shit no more. Back in the day, bitch. Let me tell y'all something. Back in the day when Vibe was popping, I had a subscription to Vibe, bitch. You couldn't tell me shit. I had every fucking edition of Vibe, bitch. I had to get it. I used to be like that back in the day. Nowadays, the shit ain't good. The people ain't worth. Some of the people ain't worth me just, spending my money to look at. And it's like, I'm not finna pay for stuff that I don't care for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back in the day, the Vibe Source and Double XL, my room used to be filled with them bitches, okay? Yeah, I was a little ratchet. Some of y'all still are. We grow and we learn. It is what it is. It's for the culture, okay? Culture with a K. No. Culture with a C, bitch. We're not gonna do that, okay? But yeah, the Vogue is like one of the staples in, the fashion world. And, you have Anna Wintour, she's the editor-in-chief, I believe, or whoever she works in there. She's one of the main people that we know from the company. But I guess the September issue is like the big issues for a lot of magazines that's coming out. I think we got Rihanna on British Vogue, and we had somebody else that was on L. I can't remember. But either way, black folks is doing it right about now. And so Beyonce is supposed to be taking over the Vogue thing for September. They giving her access to everything. Basically, she controlling the shoot. She controlling what's gonna happen. Who gonna put this out? I hope it's actually an article that's gonna be, done about her, meaning an interview, bitch. Because I'm tired. Like, girl, you don't get no interviews and shit like that. Granted, I really don't want to know your life, but I just want a documentary to come out. If you put a documentary out, like Life is But a Dream Part 2 or whatever, Rumi featuring Sir, you know what I'm saying? You put one of those out and put everything that we missed in between stat, that you want us to find out, and I'll be good. I don't need to read up on it or whatever. I don't need to invade your personal life and shit like that. It ain't that deep. People need privacy, but bitch, you need to do something, okay? But I think this is a good look because not just she's, taking over the whole thing, but the fact that she's bringing in a photographer who is black, a young, I think like 26 years old or something like that, but he's a black photographer to do her photos and things of that such. And this is the first black photographer that Vogue has used in the 126-year history. That's fucked up. And it's great at the same time, but that's fucked up. Black people are still out here doing first this and first that. The fact that we still got to do first this and first that is crazy. But, it's a good look. And, congratulations to both of them. Also, congratulations. Speaking of creators and black folks, we are literally out here doing it. And things like, when I hear news like this, it gives me such hope and it gives me such inspiration and admiration for these people. Um, it came out that Kid Fury, if you listen to, you probably seen Kid Fury. When I first got introduced to Kid Fury, I was literally browsing on YouTube and the video popped up, shit gay say or something like that. And I just started looking at it and it was funny. And then I said, let me go back and look at the rest of his shit. So he had me down laughing on just about every video. One of my favorite videos that he put up was when he got paid and he was in that he went to the grocery store and that T-Pain, I think it was T-Pain, Lil Wayne featuring T-Pain, Get Money or whatever, and they was playing that whole video. If you know what I mean, that shit was hilarious for getting everything up in the store, just spending your whole check on groceries and shit like that, and it wasn't nothing but junk food up in that cart. I said, bitch, what are vegetables? But he went from that to doing the Read podcast, and with Crystal. And I told you guys that I went to a show, one of their live shows a few years ago. Actually got to meet both of them and meet both of them, take pictures with them. They're really nice individuals. I actually saw them this past week, last week when I went to Cleveland because they were also invited to the Parkwood event that I went to, and still nice people. So it came out saying that Kid Fury has gotten, he's executive producing and help writing a dark comedy about a gay male, trying to navigate through life and things of that such in New York City. And I'm glad because Lena Waithe is on board with it too. So y'all know Lena. Lena is doing The Shy. She was on, what was that show that she was on? Bitch, y'all know which one it was, with the Thanksgiving episode that won her Emmy. Damn, I cannot remember that show. Fuck. With Azita Sari. Y'all know what it is. Sorry on there. But damn, it's like at the tip. I hate when stuff be at the tip of my tongue. It's such a good look for black creators to just come out, and especially, more so a plus for me and, probably people like me. We have black creators who are in the LGBT community, and, Lena and Kid Fury, obviously, too, a lesbian and a gay male coming together and they're doing their thing and they're getting that recognition. And, people like Issa Rae also. You have these people that I admire because they come from somewhat similar backgrounds from me, meaning that the way that they got their start is on YouTube. So if you want to start YouTube, and I get this question all the time, what do I have to do to start YouTube and how do I navigate through it? Baby, get you a camera, Okay, make sure you got a good camera. If you good at photoshopping, or I should say doing you know, putting up green screens and stuff like that, if you want to jazz your stuff up to make you stand out, do that. But literally, what you have to do to get on YouTube is nothing but get a camera, sit your ass down in front of the camera, or stand, or do whatever it is that you do, and exhibit your talents. That's it. Okay, if you just want to sit down on here like I do and just get on here and talk about this and talk about that, talk about it, baby. Okay, just make sure you make your personality shine through. If you are a comedian and you like doing funny stuff and doing skits or whatever, and you want to put that on display and let people see that, do that. Okay, get that shit together and put it online. You know what I'm saying? And just have patience. Okay, don't be scared to upload something. Just know people gonna talk about you regardless. Okay, you may have some good content. It's gonna be a handful of people that's not gonna like it, and it's gonna be a few trolls that's gonna say some things. This will help you develop, if you don't already have it. It's gonna help you develop tough skin, and it's also gonna help you develop that confidence for you to go ahead and just do what you gotta do and put your craft out there. Okay, that's what you need to do. Don't be scared, and just have patience, because one of the misconceived notions that people have about YouTube, they look at these people who have like millions upon millions of subscribers, or even a few thousand or hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands subscribers and shit, things of that matter, and thinking that that's going to happen for them instantly. No, it's not. It's not an overnight thing. It's very rare that you get somebody that has an overnight success like that. But for the most part, a lot of those people who have, millions upon millions of subscribers, they either started from the very beginning of YouTube, or they built a platform over the years to get to that point, and they just found something that took hold, and it just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to have patience, and don't be scared to do it. I hope that somebody was asking that. I hope that helps them out. So congratulations to those. We just out here being beautiful. That's what we are. Um, so let's bring it down a little bit. So Trayvon Martin, the Trayvon Martin documentary that Jay-Z was doing, he did the Khalif Browder documentary. That was a series. I think it was like 6 episodes, and this one is also 6 episodes. Part 1 of it came on this past Monday, on the Paramount TV channel and also BET simultaneously at 9 o'clock, 10 Central, Monday. And for the next 5 weeks, they will be coming on Monday at the same time, unless they change the time. But you can look forward to them, the next 5 parts, on Mondays. And it just opened up the same wound, Flav. The same wound. No, I shouldn't make a joke. But that's how I felt. No lie. I felt that way when I was watching it, because that same wound that has not fully closed has just been ripped back open. Looking at that stuff, listening to the 911 call, listening to not George Zimmerman sitting there talking about he feared for his life, and sitting there giving them, demonstrating and describing how he tried to fight off and how he did this and he was screaming for help. And I was like, even Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see that he was lying. Okay, just the way he was acting out, I said, bitch, you coming up with this shit on the spot. All right. And they ate that shit up. And it was just disgusting, okay, to see him, and the fact that he is still here, him calling the cops on these kids that were playing in the streets, not bothering anybody, but just having summertime fucking fun, okay. The things that he was saying, seeing those surveillance footage of Trayvon going into the 7-Eleven, getting the iced tea and the Skittles, and then leaving out with no incident and trying to get home. Hearing the fiance kind of blame herself as well. Tracy Martin, Trayvon's father's fiance, blame herself, for not being able to be there and protect Trayvon. Tracy saying the same thing. He saved my life at one point. Now I couldn't be there to save his. And, to have his mom, she didn't even want to go and do anything and get out of bed or whatever, but she had to. And to see them in that interrogation room, not the interrogation room, but doing a briefing or whatever, deposition, and having to sit there and listen to that 911 call from other neighbors who were hearing everything that was going on, and the struggle and the fight and the shots and it was just a lot. It was a lot, and it really made me mad. It made me mad and it made me sad at the same time. And I really don't like looking at stuff like this, but this is things that we have to look at, and because this is the world that we still live in. And it's so fucked up that we still have to deal with this stuff today. Okay, we have people still calling cops on black folks just for doing everyday thing. I just read about this student, this black student. She probably was African because the name looked African. She was sitting at her college. I think it was Smith College, sitting in this area where she's allowed to sit and be at on her lunch break. Mind you, she is a student assistant, a TA, and she is a RA of the dorms, okay? And she's just on her break eating her lunch, and the security come up there, a off-duty security guard come up there, basically questioning her as to why she's sitting there. She wasn't acting out, she wasn't being loud, she was just literally sitting there eating her lunch after doing some little pleasantries like, hey, how you doing? And then want to accuse her, ask her, what are you doing here? And then get the cops called on her for just sitting there eating her lunch. And I'm just sitting here like, who the fuck are these people? And the university won't give her the name of the employee or whoever it was that, tricked off and called the cops. And that is just so, it's so disheartening. Like I hate, it comes to, and I'm going to be quite honest, people tag me in a lot of stuff. It has come to a point where I'm just tired of seeing it, and I really want to be like, don't tag me in shit else like this, okay? Because it ain't gonna do nothing but make me pissed off, and ain't nothing really finna happen about it. All we can do is be pissed off about it, because no matter how many times we get out there and protest, how many times we try to say our piece and try to explain it, how many times we try to show that we're innocent, that we're just like you and you're just like me and all this stuff, nothing happens. We still get the injustices faced, and it's ridiculous. But y'all tell me how y'all felt if y'all seen that documentary. But shout out to them for putting it out there though. Um, to lighten some things up, Monique. Monique stands by Roseanne because Roseanne still, is her sister in comedy, and she did this and she did that. I said, girl, was Roseanne there for you when this whole Netflix shit came out? Roseanne didn't speak out on your behalf, but you speaking out on her behalf. And I mean, you do what you gotta do, but bitch, don't bring that shit over here. Okay? I ain't really like Xing Monique off completely, but bitch, I'm just side eyeing and I'm just gonna step away. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about that, because I really wasn't. I was just like, girl, what? But she's entitled to her opinion, so if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, girl. Y'all already know how I feel about the whole situation with Monique or whatever. But you tell me how you feel about it. Kim Kardashian versus Tyson Beckford. First of all, this is when I knew that I was in love with black, like chocolatey skin. Because when Tyson Beckford came out and he was a model, and this is when I was in my young girl days, okay? I seen his picture and I was just like, oh, he is fine as shit, bitch. Like, he was my thing, okay? He was the first. He was the first, y'all. He was the first, okay? Until this day, he still is the number one. What the fuck? Okay, Kofi, you cute. You the thing. You number two, boo. Okay, you number two. But Tyson will always be number one in my heart. Okay. And, he island too. He part Jamaican too. Y'all know. Y'all know. Recipe for disaster. Any fucking way. Moving on from that. So what was going on was the Shade Room, I believe, posted a picture of Kim Kardashian. And then I think it said a snack or a meal or whatever. Now let me just tell y'all this. The Shade Room know what the fuck they be doing when they be posting these pictures of these celebrities and putting snack or meal. Because when you look at the comments, they be saying everything other than a snack or a meal. Okay? They know what they doing. Tyson Beckford was like, no, this ain't it. This, and he don't like it. Something fucked up about her hip or whatever, this disgusting and something like that. Okay, now on the one hand, You can get on Tyson. I have to give all sides, okay? I can't just because I like him. You can get on Tyson for commenting on a woman's picture and doing all of this stuff. You can probably say it wasn't necessary, but you can also say he's entitled to his opinion too. Okay, just because, he's a man, he can't say nothing. He's entitled to his opinion too. But on the other hand, you could have said he could have left that to himself. Okay, we got that out the way too. She comments back and says, sis, something, something, something. And from what I already know, you wouldn't like that anyway. That ain't what you like anyway. And basically trying to imply that, he don't like fish. He don't like the girls. He like the girls. Okay. He don't like women. He like men. And of course, you have people coming to Kim's defense saying, oh, because Kim come out and called him sis, now she's homophobic or whatever. It's not saying that you're homophobic. It's saying that what you said has very much homophobic undertones. And you could be looked at as if you're trying to out this man because you said that he don't like girls. Basically, that's what your response interpreted. And y'all want to call that a clapback? Y'all, what the definition of a clapback? A big clapback? Because wasn't nothing iconic, epic, or legendary about that clapback. It was actually quite weak. And my whole stance is because you're gonna have some people that's gonna be like, it's being sensitive and everything ain't about gay shit and everybody ain't homophobic or whatever. But clearly she went that route to try to dig at him because he dug at her. Okay, and that was the best thing that she could come up with, was to attack his masculinity. Calling him sis is one thing, but then trying to infer or, put it out there that he doesn't like women at all, because that's a rumor that's been around. And who gives a fuck? It's 2018 and people are still using being gay as a fucking insult. And I'm quite tired of it, okay? Especially when straight women do it, who have a whole bunch of fucking gay people that follow them and who are surrounded by them in their circle. For you to do and use gay as insult. And it irks my nerves when I see gay people standing up for it too. Oh, well, because you like this girl, because she's a Kardashian and she's this. So the fuck what? Just call a spade. You can still like a person, but just call them out when they bullshit. And that was bullshit. So y'all I'm not finna go any other deep into it because somebody's gonna say it ain't that deep, bitch. It is kind of deep, but I'm not going that deep. Moving on from that, I'm just tired of, gay men being used as accessories. I really am. And then when you get pissed off, it's an insult to their gayness. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Bow Wow. Bow Wow Wow. Let me tell you something. Lil Bow Wow. You just don't know how you move so flat. I got the block. Let me tell you something. Bow Wow makes me sick. And he pisses me off because Bow Wow used to be the shit. I'm not going to sit up here and talk shit about this motherfucker. I'm going to talk shit, but I'm not going to sit up here and act like I ain't never bumped to Bow Wow stuff, all his songs that came out that I didn't know all the words to. All I wanna see is on your bounce, baby, bounce it. Yeah, that is the shit. What is it? My fucking light. Hold on. Bitch. Let me turn it off right quick. Well, that is hot. Hold on. Oh, fuck that shit. There you go. Oh, that's because I'm on the court. Oh my god. Ashley, get your shit together. Y'all saw my fat arm. But anyway, so Bow Wow, everybody knew Bow Wow raps. Bow Wow was the shit when he came out, okay? It's just after puberty hit and he wanted to be grown and get out of that little kid mode, he just could never find his footing. And now it just seems like a lot of the attention that he's doing now is very much attention seeking. And I can't tell whether or not he's being serious or if it is attention seeking, because I hate when people play upon that, fuck everybody and I'm depressed or whatever, because people are actually out here who are depressed and going through some things, and it feels as though when Bow Wow does it, it could be, you can't tell whether or not it's being real or is he just doing this for show. Okay, you having a meltdown on Twitter talking about don't say nothing about my girl or whatever. Ain't nobody say shit about your girl. Okay, then all of a sudden you talking about some fuck the rap gang, you quitting. Okay, you technically speaking, Bow Wow, you already quit. You was forced into retirement because ain't nobody buying your stuff. Maybe that's what it is, having a whole bunch of fame and a whole bunch of people that was riding for you when you were younger, and then when you get to an adult, it's not quite the same, and it's kind of fucking with him. So now, he's acting out. That's what I feel like. He's trying to get back to those glory days. Those glory days are gone. I feel as though, Bow Wow, you should just go ahead and give this rap game up. Like you said, he said he's gonna quit and he's gonna go work at a food GameStop. Then he put out talking about something. He about to cash out all his money away. Then you come back and you saying that you're going to be on a So-So Death tour. Like, make up your mind. Which one is it, But I feel as though, Bow Wow, you just need to leave music alone, step away from that, and get back into acting because that's where it's at for you. Okay, you do a good job when you act, and I can see you doing that. Just step the fuck away. God damn. Speaking of that, So-So Death is going on a 25-year anniversary tour. I think the Brad, Bone Crusher, Young Bloods. Bitch, I ain't heard the Young Bloods in a long time. Escape, Bow Wow, Jermaine Dupri, of course. They're going to be on a tour. I wanted to go to the tour. I wanted to go to the one when it was like the 10th year anniversary or whatever they did in Atlanta. But, okay, it was in Atlanta. But I also, not 10 years, 20 years. That's what it was. But, I'm kind of disappointed because they're not coming to Chicago, and if they were coming to Chicago, somebody said they canceled the date or whatever. What the fuck? Okay, bitch, I wanted to come. So, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. It's gonna happen, I think, October and November. So, that's a good look for them, though. Blake Griffin, the basketball player Blake Griffin, he has been ordered by the judge to pay his baby mama of his 2 children, I think their age is 5 and 2, $258,000 a month. Now, before you get up in your panties and say, bitch, that's a little bit too much, I was on the Shade Room. They had to break that shit down. So, basically, he get paid $2.8 million a month. So, that's only 9% of his income. So, he good, okay? Give your kids what they want. I mean, basically, to be quite honest, I feel like he paying for the mama. But, it is what it is. This is what happens when you get money. And you get these little girls, and all of a sudden y'all break up, and shit changed, and y'all had kids in the process. You got to pay for that shit. There you go. There is rumors saying that Lil Mama is going to Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, and also Masika has confirmed that she's going to be over there at Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, I don't watch Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I watched the original Growing Up Hip Hop. Let me just tell you, do y'all watch the original one? Pep. What the fuck is wrong with Pep? First of all, Pep, I like you. Push it. Push it real good. Dun, 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 dun. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you. Let me just tell you something. What the fuck? Pep ain't Pep no more. Was Pep always like this? Because Pep is crazy. And she acts so fucking naive and childlike. You can't see the shit that's going on with your daughter and her boyfriend. The way that when they had that little... Brianna had that little cleansing thing, and that Boogie had the issue with the alcohol. You bring alcohol after his daddy just basically blamed you for starting him back on the alcohol. Why would you continue to do stuff like this? Like, she is just so childish and naive and immature acting to be somebody's fucking mother, okay? Quit the plastic surgery too, because I'm tired of looking at y'all in these pinched ass nose, okay? Moving on from that, Brianna, I want them to stop putting underneath her goddamn thing saying that she is Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter, because she is not. She is no longer that, okay? And she is such a beautiful girl with an ugly ass personality, okay? She is so aggressive. She is so disgusting. And the shit that she be doing to Christinia, it is just so fucked up, okay? Like, Now, speaking of Christinia, she just found out that her cousin, she just met her cousin, who is El DeBarge's daughter, for the first time because, the family didn't want her around. Her mother's side of the family didn't want her around, El DeBarge and the DeBarges, okay? Basically, we were talking shit about El DeBarge. So this is their first time meeting as adults. Now, let me tell you something. The cousin is Kendall. That's her name. She plays Jamie on Hit the Floor. Okay, and let me just talk about Hit the Floor for a second. It's trash. That's why I'm not recording. They should have got somebody else to play Jamie. the acting, she's looked like a little girl trying to play a grown up. And these storylines and shit, it's just so out there, and it's just I'm trying to hang in with it, and it's just making me like, the fuck is going on here, okay? But back to growing up hip hop. I don't watch Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. I prefer Growing Up Hip Hop, the original one. But Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, I watched the first season of it, and I was turned off by Brandon's his attitude. I was turned off by Reginae, and I just never came back to it. And I heard that Reginae, Zanique, and Brandon won't be coming back to Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. And Bow Wow just thought he was the shit, like he ran the whole thing. I don't understand what Masika has to offer growing up hip hop. I mean, I know she said she was video vixen and shit like that, but girl, okay, she tried to make her coins wherever possible. So whatever. And speaking of that, Melissa Ford, speaking of video vixens and stuff like that, Melissa Ford, she put out a video. Remember that she had that car accident a couple of months ago or a month ago, where her head got fractured and all this stuff. She had a head-on collision or whatever with an 18-wheeler, and she, still bandaged up. She said she's still in pain, but she's doing a whole lot better than she was before. So, that's a good look that she's doing okay. What else? Cardi B, she backed out of the tour that she was going to be on with Bruno Mars. This tour was announced some time ago, and then the Finesse remix came out with Cardi B, and so Bruno had added her to the tour. I'm kind of upset that they didn't put a Chicago date, but whatever. And she's not going to be on the tour because she's focusing more so on trying to get her body back together, and the fact that her baby's not is very young, and she don't want to leave her child, and don't want to have her on the road so early, and being a new mother. That's basically it. And I see nothing wrong with it. Okay. So, you got to do what you got to do for the safety of you and for the safety of your family. Moving on from that, Nicki Minaj. I mentioned this in the Black Ink Crew video last night, but Nicki Minaj has pushed back her album date from August 10th to August 17th due to some clearance issues that she was having with one of her songs that sampled a Tracy Chapman song. Now, bitch, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not tripping because it's just a week. It's just a week. Y'all can hold off a week. Do I feel like it could be meant something else was going on? Something else probably was going on, and she did use that as an excuse. But like I said, and now I would 100% feel like something else was going on if they would have pushed it back to September. But they just pushed it back a week. Y'all will be okay. I mean, the pre-order will pop up. I mean, it is what it is. What else do I need? I talked about that. Last thing, Jennifer Lopez has been given, she will be the recipient of the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at the MTV Music Awards this year. Don't get me wrong, I like Jennifer Lopez. I actually am a big fan of hers, because that bitch came from the bottom and became one of the biggest motherfuckers in the industry, okay? In all fields. But I just feel as though, when you talk about videos, none of her videos come to mind that's 100% iconic, except for the first one, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Maybe, Waiting for Tonight. Waiting for tonight. Oh, I wanted to go see her on her little residency because that shit be popping. Like, that bitch be up there doing her thing. That is an entertainer right there, girl. She be dancing and everything, and she still look good as fuck. But girl, no. The whole issue is because the debate was going on Twitter about, how come Missy has not gotten it yet. And I feel like something is going on. Like, what is the problem? Why won't they consider Missy? Like, what's the issue? I feel as though she should have got it that year when she did the Super Bowl with Katy Perry and had that resurgence come back in. Everybody and their mama was talking about her. Missy Elliott has put out iconic ass videos, okay? She's a Bitch Alone was a bomb ass video. Wasn't nobody that was like ahead of time. Okay? Get your freak on. The whole shit and stuff, that digital CGI that was going on in that video, that was iconic as fuck. Work it. You know, that was bitch, this bitch is the one that came out and had y'all dancing in motherfucking hefty fucking garbage bags. Okay, bitch? Like, you know, it just irks me that she keeps getting looked over, and I feel as though, as many others, that she should have been had 1 years ago. But congratulations to J-Lo. I'm not hate that she got it. I just felt like Missy, because even J-Lo herself said that it should be between either Missy or Lady Gaga to get the Vanguard Award. You know, so another one bites the dust. Missy gonna get hers though. You know, y'all gotta give respect where respect is due before these people leave this earth. And I just hope that, you know, she get it sometime soon. Maybe she'll get it next year. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, that's all I have to say. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, okay? I don't want to cloud up your, you know, weekend and everything. You know, it's the end of the summer. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I sound like Big Frida. So, Ashley, once again, let's get some clarity up in this piece, okay? So Ashley will be in Philly August the 11th. I'm literally coming in that morning. Oh my goodness. My weekend next week is going to be hectic as fuck, because if you want to link up either before or after or during the fucking Beyonce tour that's going to be happening August the 10th in Chicago, I will be there that Friday, August the 10th. You have to hit me up, put it in the comments, hit me up on my Twitter, or hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, whichever one you follow, and send me a message, a DM, or something. Write it on my wall or whatever so that I can know. Because I go to concerts and people be like, damn, bitch, I was there and I didn't even see you. We got to rearrange this stuff, because we going to go prearrange this stuff, because if this is a big ass stadium, okay, and I will be down on the floor. But before this show started and probably doing the fucking pre-show, I'm going to probably be trolling around on the first floor, whatever the fuck. And we can meet up in the lobby. We can meet somewhere else, or, you know, just, you know, link up or whatever the fuck, if you want to, you know, if you're going and you want to just talk and shoot the shits or whatever. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing anything like that. Also, Ashley will be in Philly. Well, like I said, you know, so if you want to link up in Philly too, I will be there August the 11th through the 13th. I leave on that Monday. Do I leave that Monday? Yeah, I leave that Monday. Okay, so yeah, y'all hit me up, let me know what's going on. Give me a bottle or something like that. You know, I'll see y'all soon. Okay, we gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be tired as fuck. So if it look like I have an attitude 9 and 10, I don't have an attitude. It's just me being tired as hell, because I ain't gonna get no sleep. That concert gonna be over with probably almost 12 o'clock, and I ain't gonna get home till after 12, which means I'm gonna be too riled up to go to sleep right away. So I'm not going to bed until probably 2 something, 3 something in the morning, to wake back up at 5 o'clock to leave out the house around 5:45 to get to the airport before 6 something, before 6:30 or 6:45 to get on a plane that leaves at 7:35 in the morning. Okay, to go to a 2 o'clock show on a different time zone. Okay, the next day, that day, girl, it's gonna be a mess, but I'm gonna get through it. Anyway, yeah, put that in the comments and hit me up. I'm down for whatever. Okay, we just gonna have a fun time. That's all I want everybody to have, a fun time. I want everybody to enjoy their weekend and be safe with it. And I will see you guys later. Peace.